Hello, my name is Spartan and welcome to my Survival Let's Play episode 4. Today I'm going to be making a gold farm. So I just got all of the resources that I need for this. I've got tons of water buckets and lava, all sorts of redstone, lots of blocks, and tons of obsidian. And this is all so that we can make this gold farm. So the first step is to get this obsidian in place. So I'm going to build up 15 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that I'm up here, I'm going to place one right here. And then this is going to go out 23 blocks. So that's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the next part is I have to build up 22 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I just connect the sides. Okay, so now that I've made the portal, I need to put blocks along this whole edge. Okay, so now that I've done that, I need to build up, and we are going to find which side the piglins spawn on. Okay, so now what I do is I place some blocks over here. I'm going to put a dispenser right here, an observer, and then the other one faces towards this, so I'm going to have to come out one more block and place one right here. And then this will start clicking, and basically what that does is I can put a water bucket in there, and so now it's going to start bringing all of this like this, and then we can take a flint and steel, and I will go grab one. Okay, so what we do is we stand here, and we place this until we see it light, and it's going to start that. So now we just need to see which side that they land on. So it looks like it's this side. So what I'm going to do is break this so it's not making noise. And they spawned on this side, so this is the side that I need to build it on. Okay, so now that I've done that, I need to drop down under this. And we're going to place some solid blocks going along this whole thing one more time. Okay, so now that I've placed that second layer, we need to place 8 solid blocks right here and all the way across this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that we have 8 there, I have to drop down and put 8 or 7 more right here. So I'm going to drop down, build up, and then I'm going to place one here if I can reach it. One here, and then I have to place 7. So that's 1, and then I got to get 7 more. Okay, so now that I have 7, I need to come back down and build up again. And we're going to place 7 more right along this until, well, actually it's 8. So we're going to place 8 right here all the way along to the end. Okay, so now that I've done that, I need to come over here, and I'm going to have to get a block just around this so that I can put the line across here. So I'm gonna put one here, break that, and there we go. Now we can get blocks all the way along this, and then I've got to do that on the other side as well. Okay, so now that I've put this other side up to here, we're gonna place the water right there, and that's gonna flow all the way down right to this block, but it's not gonna go over. So just right there, and that's where the drop chute's going to be. But now I've got to build one more of these on the opposite side, the exact same way, just over a few blocks, and then we can get going on the next part. Okay, so now that I have both of those, I'm going to come over here, and we are going to add the on-off switch for the portals. Okay, so we need to get 2 blocks here. We're going to put well, actually, let's put 3 blocks. And then we're going to put the dispenser back right here. And then we're going to put an observer behind that. And then we put one right here. Except for I need to put it the right way. I don't know why it placed like that. Right here. Yeah, there we go. So now it'll start flicking. And then I'm going to place a block here. And we are going to do the same thing right here. Okay, so now that I've done that, I put a piston right here and a torch. and that's just going to turn off the system so it's not clicking super loud. But we have to hook these two pistons together in one line, and we do that by placing it like this. We're going to add some redstone right here all the way along this, and then I'm just going to do that so that's still on, and this is where the power goes. But I'm going to push this out one block, and I'm going to put it right there. So now if I break that and put this back, it'll stop the clicking. But now we've got the system in place. So now I just need to bring this signal all the way down so that I can turn it on from down there. Okay, so now I've connected it down there, so when we flick this lever, it'll turn on the farm and it'll start clicking, and that's dispensing the water up there so that we can flicker on and off the portal. And so now what we need to do is hook up the lava system that's going to light the portal so that it'll constantly light it while this is breaking the portal, so that we get a constant flow of pigment. Okay, so to make this lava system, I gotta put one block right about here. I'm just gonna make a little platform for me to stand on. I actually don't really need it there. Okay, so I get one block there, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I need to get up on this, and we're gonna put observers along this. Okay, so I gotta get one right here, and then the other ones go this way. And I bring that over about 5 blocks. Oh, I put that on wrong. About 5 blocks, if I can get it on right. It's not going on. Right there. There we go. So we've got all of those, and then I've got to build up a little system right around here to where I store the lava. So there's blocks all the way along this that are gonna go, oh, I fell. Okay, so now that I've done that, we have to bring this, so all of the observers are right under this, and then on top we put lava source right in here with trapdoors right on top. So all of those observers, that's where the lava is. So the observers are right underneath this lava source. And then we build blocks around it, and then I've done that on both sides. Sorry about how weird this cut is, but I've had to explain this 3 times because my recording software stopped working. But we do that, and this causes the portal to flicker whenever this system is turned on. So this will dispense water and retract it over and over, and this will keep lighting the portal. And when that happens, it will spawn piglins, and they will fall in here and go straight down this hole. And I've created a little hole, and they'll drop down here, and we're gonna have a Trident Killer right here. So that's what I've got to build next. Okay, so now that I've found where they're going to drop, I'm going to put the water in, and then I'm gonna get started on the Trident Killer. Okay, so I just got the water system in, so now I need to create the Trident Killer. So I need 4 observers, 4 pistons, and 4 redstone torches. So let me hurry and grab that. Okay, so now we take our pistons, we put one here, and then we put one here and one here. And once we have our pistons in place, we're gonna have to get around this, but we're gonna put a torch here, and then we're gonna put an observer here, and then we're gonna do that all the way around. So I'm gonna do that one here, and then one here, and one here. So now that we've got that, we just get our last one in place right there. Then we're gonna take our blocks and fill it in, and I'm gonna completely fill this area in so that they don't get pushed outside of it. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a block right over here. So let's try and get to that right there. And then we've got the Trident Killer. So now all we need to do is throw some tridents in here, right in this spot, and get a lever right here. I'm going to build out the platform a little bit. And then we've got our Trident Killer. So I'm going to hurry and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I've gotten the tridents in here, we're going to put a slab and a glass block. And then I'm going to add 3 more like this and 1 more glass block. So this is right where it's going to end, and this is where we sit in AFK, and then we put our lever here, and when we turn this on, it will push all of these around. So now they're all being pushed around just like that, and we can turn it on and off with that system. So that is the whole farm created. So now all we need to do is create a little bit of a storage system for now, but I'm going to create a really big storage system once we have the building in here. So for now, I'll just create a small chest system right here to store our stuff until we can get a better one set up. Okay, so because this farm collects a lot of materials, we have to split the system. So I need to put a stone brick right here, and this should be right underneath the system. So this 4 block area, that is the Trident Killer. So I'm going to put a block right down here, and this is where the minecart goes, minecart hopper, and one right there. So I'm going to get rid of the excess blocks, and then let's get up a little bit, 1 more block, and then we're going to take a rail, which I think I left in here. There we go. We're going to put a rail here, and then we're going to put our minecart here. So now that we have that, we're going to cover it so that it doesn't get pushed, and then we're going to get 1 more right on this side, right here, just like that. And then we're going to cover that one so that one doesn't get pushed. And so both of those minecarts are right there. And I just realized one thing. I need hoppers under here. So let me put hoppers under there, and I will be right back. Okay, so I switched those out for hoppers. So our hoppers go just like this. And what we need to do is get some blocks just like that. And these hoppers are going to go 2 different directions. So one's going to go this way towards this, and the other one will go right over here. Oops. If I can put the block down right here. So we've got 2 different directions. So they push right into these 2 areas. So we've got this line going straight to this one, and this line going straight over to this one. So what we're going to do for now is we can just get some chests right here set up on both sides until we can get the official storage system in. But for now, we've got 2 chests right there to collect all of the loot. And if we want, we can even go like this. And on both sides, I'm just going to place chests just like this. And I think I ran out, so I'm going to build 2 more right like this. So just like that. Perfect. So we've got 6 chests for everything to go in. So now we can get hoppers down here, and all of that stuff will fill up with loot. So right now it's not sorted, so I'm gonna have to get a sorting system set up. So I'm gonna show you how this works really quick, and then I will head over to the nether, and we are gonna go and mine for ancient debris. So let's try and build up. Oops. We're gonna build up. That way we can get there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the farm, and that will cause all of those to start flashing. And basically what happens is it pushes pigmen to come straight over here. So now we have them dropping, and we can turn this on. It's a bit loud. Basically what that does is it will kill all of the pigmen right in there. And if you hold a looting 3 sword, all of these guys will die. Okay, so now that all of them have died, we can go and check the chests to see if it's working. So we got quite a bit of gold already, lots of gold swords, but we're gonna have to set up a system to get rid of those so we don't collect that. A lot more gold. So gold, rotten flesh, and swords is what you get from the system. Let's take out these zombies. Okay, interrupting zombies. Okay, so we've got tons of loot right here. So that was only like 10 seconds. So if I set this overnight, we could get a ton of stuff. But I'm going to set up a storage system off camera and get that all set up so that I can AFK here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the Nether and go and get some ancient debris. Okay, so before we head into the Nether, one thing I forgot to mention was I got a villager traded up, and this villager sells mending books. So I have a good source of mending once I can get an emerald farm from like a raid farm or something. But I got mending on my elytra, so this XP farm and gold farm that I just made will be perfect because I can mend my elytra now. So I can keep flying for whenever I want. Okay, let's head into the Nether now. Okay, so I just made it into the Nether, and what we need to do is we're gonna drop down here, all the way down here, over probably, oh, well, I just fell here. Let's get back up. Okay, I'm gonna drop down, probably right here is good for now. But we're gonna dig down. I'm gonna dig all the way down to like Y level 11. And that's where we're going to be able to find some netherite. So let's get digging. Okay, so I'm on Y level 11, and what we're gonna do is just gonna mine straight until we can find some netherite. And then what we can do is branch off and see how much other netherite we can find. So I'm gonna see if I can find a piece, and I will come back when I find a few. Alright, so I've been mining for a little bit, and so far I have found 7. I was gonna show you mining it, but my video recording got messed up a little bit. But that's alright. We've got 7, so I'm gonna keep mining and see if I can find any extra. And there we go, we got number 8. Let's get that. And let's mine around this. Maybe we can find a bit extra. Sometimes they're hiding around each other. And there we go, see? And there's another one. There's 10. Let's see if there's any more. And 11. And there we go, number 12. So I just need to mine around this, see if there's any extras. There we go, 13. Perfect. So we got 1 extra for later. So if I keep mining around, maybe we can find a bit extra, but I think that's about it. Perfect. Alright, so we ended off with 13. I went through about 1.5 pickaxes, not a half, but 1 and a few pickaxes. And so that was pretty good. One thing that I forgot to mention is this design is not my own design. I have just modified it to be double what the original design is. So if you want to see the actual tutorial for this farm, I will link it in the description. But that's gonna have to do it for me today. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!